Hi everyone, it's Victoria from the Soul Nurturer channel, where we nurture soul potential and higher possibilities for all. Thank you for being with me. I'm going to jump right in because I get a lot of comments that my videos are too long, which always baffles me because watch as long as you can and then turn it off. But I agree. I'm going to try to keep them shorter. And so here we go. We have a full moon in Virgo on March 18th. That'll be just after midnight on Pacific time. I think it's 12:18, somewhere in that. But remember, when we talk about the full moon, you can feel the full moon energy 3 days to 3 days after. Especially you empaths, you may be already feeling it. So, what is a full moon in general? A full moon is when the sun and the moon are in opposition. And so this is something that we need to learn to balance, to work with these very different energies. Again, everything is for our highest good. All is purposeful. So I'm not going to go into too many details about this full moon, only to say that we're moving out of Pisces season and we've been saturating in the beautiful energy of Pisces, which is compassionate, and maybe we've had more creativity flowing, and maybe we've been paying attention to our dreams more, and maybe your intuition has just been really, really high and speaking to you, and I hope you've been listening. So now, as we're moving out of Pisces season, we've got the last full moon of the full moon of Pisces season is opposition of Virgo, the moon in Virgo. So the sun and the moon in opposition. Also, full moons are a culmination from the new moon to the full moon in the lunation cycle. So what does all this mean? Well, I love following the moon because it's sort of just it's like the weather, right? We check in with the weather. Is it going to rain? Is it sunny? What are we doing? Following the moon is a really easy way to connect with the celestial weather to see how it personally affects you, because the moon is like our daily emotional climate, right? So, and when we have a new moon or a full moon or wherever the moon is, we get to borrow that energy to support us, to support our visions and our potential and our goals. And so here we have lovely sun in Pisces, again, compassion, creativity, intuition, combined with, or in opposition. So when there's an opposition, we sort of have to balance, what does one side need, what does the other side need, and then integrate that, right? So borrowing the moon energy in Virgo. The shadow of Virgo, we often hear a lot about. Virgos get a hard rap. It's, the critical and judgmental. Well, truly, the higher possibility of Virgo, especially Virgo moon, Virgo full moon with Pisces there, is greater discernment. We have all been going through so much, and if I had time, I would like sort of unfold the story more, which you can watch my other videos to do that. But it's like this, why is this happening for us, and where are we? That's how I look at the celestial weather. So the full moon in Virgo, with the compassion energy of Pisces, just kind of just last bit of Pisces saying, what have you been saturating in? What has been brought to your attention through your intuition, through your dreams? I know for me personally, I'm just feeling, well, we're all feeling really, not all, I can't say all, because I think people have different opinions on this too, which is baffling to me about the war in Ukraine. That for me, I've just been talking to a lot of people who feel extremely wrung out by this, very emotional, very compassionate. And for me, this full moon is saying, let us shift to a higher solution. The full moon in Virgo, sun in Pisces, moon in Virgo, to me, is the place we can pause and remember that we are all spiritual beings having a human experience. And if we get too much in our human experience, the details, which is Virgo, details and, the so-called facts, we can get really lost in the higher possibility, or we can get into some fear. So believe this full moon, yes, it will reveal more. Full moons are all about illuminating what needs to be seen, revealed, to be healed. Full moons can bring up our emotional baggage, can bring up our emotions. We can be more sensitive, more emotional, because again, it's almost like it is like our subconscious material comes forward so we can see, and we see more of the collective unconscious behaviors and patterns. We see it. It's, I think, with both Pisces and Virgo, both intuitives, both intuitive energy, both healing energy, right? So think of it as a very good opportunity for more healing. And yes, we need more healing. So when your emotions are heightened, drop underneath to your story. What are you believing? What is being illuminated for you to make a different choice? And now you can offer yourself some compassion in doing so. And my greatest wish is that we offer more compassion to everyone. Remember that we're all sharing this home, this earth together, right? So here we are in this, and Pisces and Virgo are both mutable. So for me, it's the energy of, okay, let's shift a solution. Let's shift. Wow, I just got like a dizzy spell. That was weird. Okay, yeah, interesting. Kind of still going. Okay, so mutable energy. I'm going to have to pause. Hi, it's Victoria with the Soul Nurturer channel, where we nurture soul potential and higher possibilities for all. I have to tell you, I'm not sure if I'm going to edit these videos together, but I was in the middle of creating a video for the full moon, and I had the weirdest experience I've ever had. Like, I don't know what happened. I felt like I was getting dizzy for a minute, and then I just felt like my awareness was expanding. And I don't know if that sounds woo-woo or what the heck was going on, but it felt amazing and at first scary. So I'm going to take it as my own personal expansion just happened when I was talking about the full moon. So let's jump back into where I was. Maybe I will put these two together. So, wow. Maybe this is just the Pisces energy, the last bit of Pisces season, really making sure that we are downloaded with so much compassion and higher perception and a higher vision in our hearts for solutions that support all, the greater good, the higher good. I do not want to hear about your facts from what you've watched on the news anymore. I invite us all to drop into our hearts and our souls, and with this knowing that we can do better and we must do better, to take it into meditation, into prayer. Find the solution. As I was saying, I'm going to have to edit these two videos together because it won't make sense me just ranting right now. Spiritual beings having a human experience. This Virgo full moon, sun in Pisces, moon in Virgo, with all kinds of other aspects. We've got, Neptune close to conjunction with the sun. Bring our spiritual solutions to the problems that we're facing in our human experience. Okay, this is the time. This is again, it'll be illuminated. We've seen enough problems. There are more will be illuminated. More needs to be healed. Yes. We all need to find a way to agree on what needs to be healed, by the way. I feel like this is where Pisces energy can get blurry. We don't know what's real, what's not real, but we can follow our hearts. We can follow the compassion. We can follow our humanity. Okay. So this Virgo moon, in general, Virgo is just wanting to put things in order. For me, I think it's the phrase I kept getting when I was thinking about this full moon is practical spirituality, or practical application of what our soul knows is best. Practical application of what we need to do in our human experience to have a better foundation to grow that soul potential. This is the practical stuff of taking care of our bodies, our minds, our affairs, getting our houses in order, getting our inner house in order, so that we can fulfill the promise of our own soul potential and contribute to the collective. So let's see. This full moon, I'm just going to look at my notes real quick, it's inviting us to balance. That's what a full moon does. It's like, okay, we've got some of this Pisces energy, some of this Virgo energy, but it's inviting us to balance our compassion, spiritual solutions, creative ideas, with practical applications. Again, practical is all Virgo. We get to borrow this Virgo energy. This is a time to make a list, set your goals, release what's not serving you, what's in the way of your way and your highest potential. So again, the other key word here is discernment. I want to make that distinction between judgment, that's the shadowy Virgo, and discernment. So when you're judging and when you're critical, that's not helping anybody, and that's definitely not helping you or your body. So when you feel like you're in judgment, which by the way, when we're in judgment or shaming, that's our shadow. That's our work. That's what we have to connect to inside to say, what's going on here? But this discernment is a way to say, this discernment comes from our spiritual application. Go into meditation, take it to prayer, and really get out of your way. Remember, we see the world not as it is, but as we are. And remember too, there's a thing called, I remember this, confirmation bias. We're looking for what we already believe. This full moon invites us to shift perspective, to try on a different perspective, and apply our discernment. Take it to prayer, take it into meditation, take it to your dreams, incubate a dream. What am I meant to know here? What am I missing? What do I need to see? What does my soul want me to know? So the higher possibility is seeing the details that have been missing. That's Virgo energy wanting to point out, maybe you didn't notice this or take care of that. But both Pisces and Virgo are connected to healing. So how can we heal? How can we allow this full moon to draw out of us what's in the way of our own healing, and perhaps in the way of our perception of what's possible for healing for all? So take those problems to your spiritual practices. Look for the higher, I call it sacred awareness. Take it to the sacred awareness. How do you know you're in sacred awareness? Well, you're not in your judgment. You're not stuck in the problem. You're seeing and you're feeling and you're experiencing higher possibilities that are just sort of floating in your awareness, which is where we want to go, what we want to do. So I already said that. So listen to your dreams, both your visions, what your soul is visioning for, those spontaneous images of, oh, that would be amazing to experience that together, or as in the world or in my life. That's your soul speaking to you. But also your nightly dreams, jot them down, write them down, feel the emotion. What are you believing in the dream? This is support for you to heal yourself, to contribute to the healing of this collective world we share. Try on different possibilities and perspectives. And this is a powerful time to vision for higher possibilities. I always talk about doing a soul vision board. Take images on a board, sit in your meditation. What could be a solution to this problem? I keep telling my friends who want to tell me their different opinions, listen, don't share your videos with me. Share a solution for me. It's time. We've been through enough. 2 years of going through hard times together, too much division. It's time to say, what are the solutions now? Where's the healing at? How can we move forward? How can we shift perspectives? How can we agree on some common area? I don't know. Am I too much of an idealistic, too optimistic here? I hope not. But again, utilizing the full moon, hear this prayer. Reveal all that is blocking me seeing a higher perspective for the highest good for all. Reveal to me what needs to be healed within me so I can see what's possible for healing for all. Okay, I'm trying to make this as quick as possible. I'm going to have to edit and put these two together because that was a really trippy thing that happened to me. Something cool. Anyway, sending you all love. Be gentle with yourselves and others. Nurture that awesome soul potential within you, for it is needed for the greatest good for all. Blessings for peace and comfort and all that you need to be your best self, and to remember and know that every single person matters, including you. Take good care, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for spending some time with me. Bye.